It is from here that they take care of shipping the spare parts all over the world to our customers. They also make sure that Breton USA has a proper inventory in order to satisfy our customers in a promptly manner. They have access to all technical information on any machine that has been built over the years. Every machine has been identified with a serial number, so it's pretty easy for them to find out what machine they are talking about. From this place, I'm going to introduce you over to Katie.
Hi, I'm Katie and I just got back from the US where I was the spare part division manager at Breton USA in Sarasota, Florida for 2 years. I'm now back to the Breton factory in Italy, and from here I make sure that all my customers have access to our part inventory in Florida immediately through Breton USA.
Katie, do you know what is the dollar value of the parts stock in Florida?
Yes, in Florida we stock approximately $4 million in parts, and the amount does include the Siemens electrical components that we have access to the 14 Siemens branch located all over North America.
Wow, $4 million on parts. This represents pretty much everything that can be needed to have the machines up and running in a timely manner in case of failure. What else is new here at the spare part department?
We are implementing the spare part online, and soon each new customer will receive a user ID as well as a password to access to our part catalog online. From there, it will be able to see all the exploded drawing of our machine as well as the individual code. It will be able to add to the cart, same as you do for any online shopping. An estimate will be automatically generated and the customer can now confirm it so that the order is processed.
That sounds easy and fast. Thank you, Katie. This is our mechanical engineering department. Here is where all machines are designed and developed. This is pretty much the heart of our company. I'm going to introduce you now to one of our engineers that will explain how the process is going on. Please follow me. Hi Damiano, how old are you?
I am 34 years old and I have been in Breton since 1995.
Okay, so you're telling me that at 34 years old, you've been with a company already for 13 years?
Yes, it is not a unique case. There's a lot of employers here at Breton that have already crossed the 25 years with the company. I hope to become one of those two.
Well, you are definitely on the right path. What do you have on this screen?
This screen shows you the 3D design of our NC260K23 CNC machine. It is from here that we prepare the list of components needed to build the machine.
What are the main criteria you are following when designing a new machine?
For sure, we have to take into consideration the environment where this machine will be installed. Of course, we have to apply the rules of physics and mechanics projected to the stone processing. Over the year we have accumulated quite a lot of data from experience with gang saw, polishing line, multi-blade, sewing equipment, CNC, resin plant, etc. While making a new machine, we want to be sure that whatever technical solution we apply is innovating for the industry and it is exceeding the performances and longevity requirements. We often hear people saying that we overbuild the machine. This is not correct. We simply design them according to the Breton way.
What else do you think is exclusive from Breton?
Well, many features on our machine are covered by international patents. Here are just few of them. When I started working here, I had the pleasure of having a very informal conversation with the Breton founder, Mr. Toncelli. I still remember that conversation when he said, "If you copy, you will always be the second. Here we do everything to be the first, always." This is one of the things I keep in mind when I have to start working on a new project.
Thank you, Damiano. We are now at the electronic department. Here is where all the components are evaluated and chosen. Software development as well integration of the equipment are developed by this department. We are here with Enrico, one of our engineers. Enrico, what do you have on the screen?
I'm presently working on the 3D rendering. This kitchen is generated from the digital picture of a slab from the manipulation of a DXF file. This system allows us to move a DXF file on the top of a slab and to have a dynamic rendering of the actual kitchen. We have been able to put together a system that not only shows the vein on the material, but also the details on the edge, details on sinks, recesses, etc. The full rendering can be exported and emailed to a customer for approval before the job is cut.
On what type of machines are we going to have this software installed?
This rendering system will implement the software on our Breton machine. Also, it will be installed in our new multifunction machine, the Fab Center.
Thank you, Enrico. Really a cool job. We are here with Nicola now, another one of our engineers. Nicola, what are you working on?
I'm working on the implementation of our optimizing software for the new Fab Center.
What do you mean by implementation?
Well, you know that our optimizer has already been used on the Combicat. With the Fab Center, we are now integrating on the optimization path the curve generated by the drill and the finger bit. What is generated here is then passed to the 3D solid rendering you have seen on Enrico's PC, in order to seam the pieces cleared by the material removed in the path of the tooling.
So this means that the rendering we have seen is really the actual piece as it will come out from the machine?
You are correct. This has been a primary goal set by most of the fabricators we have interviewed to set the Fab Center's requirement, especially from the US market.
Thank you, Nicola. Nice job too. We are now ready to enter the production facility. What we see here is a spare part inventory for bigger pieces, which includes a quality control department for the incoming goods. All incoming items are bar-coded and stored only upon acceptance from our quality staff. This area is instead dedicated to the storage of smaller dimensions parts. Our inventory is driven by a sophisticated software management system that automatically regenerates orders to sub-suppliers based upon a minimum quantity set on the shelf. This department has also an inside workshop dedicated strictly to the manufacturing of mechanical components that are no longer active. Due to the longevity of our machines, it is not uncommon to receive inquiry for spare parts on machines that are aged in excess of 20 years. Right outside the spare part storage area, we have our machining center area. As you can see, we have a first-class machining centers for the production of our components. We do use local sub-suppliers, but for critical components that require particular attention, it has been Breton's policy to manufacture them in-house, under its own control. This to fulfill our total quality program. Here we have the environmentally controlled room. This room is used for the assembly of those components that are sensitive to thermal fluctuations. In this room, temperature, humidity and airborne particles are kept controlled by an air filter recirculation system.